Hello everyone, today I'm going to make some homemade taffy that uses Kool-Aid drink mix. Here we go.
Let's see what's cooking, let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking, it's time for yoyomax12.
So in a large saucepan, start off with 2.5 cups of white granulated sugar. Add to that 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then whisk those two things together just to make sure that there aren't any lumps in your sugar or lumps in the cornstarch. Then add 1 cup of clear or light corn syrup. You can use the golden kind as well. It just may affect the final color of your candy. Add to that 1 1/3 cups of water at room temperature and 2 tablespoons of butter. Now turn your heat on to medium and begin to stir over medium heat until it starts to boil. Once it starts to boil, you can stop stirring, and you need to cook this mixture until it reaches 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I broke my candy thermometer just moments before making this video, so I was using my digital meat thermometer, but either way, just make sure you get up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you reach that temperature, remove it from the heat. Now what I did is I divided this and poured half of the mixture into another saucepan because I wanted to make 2 flavors of taffy. I added in 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract into each of the containers, and then I added in a packet of Kool-Aid drink mix. This is the unsweetened kind. So I put 1 packet into 1 pot, and it was orange, and the other one I used cherry. And Max is helping me out here in the stirring department. If you don't want to use 2 flavors, you use 2 packages of drink mix in 1 pot and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So once that's stirred in, you're going to pour it onto a greased cookie sheet, or in this case I'm using one that's been covered with a silicone mat. You could spread it out a little bit and then just let it cool. You need to let it cool so that you can handle it without burning your hands, basically. It's going to take about 15 minutes or so. Then butter your hands generously, because this stuff is sticky, and pick up a portion, and you're going to pull and stretch this candy, and you will see as you pull and stretch and pull and stretch, the color of the candy will start to change from a dark red to a lighter kind of a pastel shade as you're adding air into there. Continue to pull the taffy, and when you get a nice pale shade, you're going to cut it up into portions using a buttered pair of scissors or a buttered knife or a buttered pizza cutter. Now just to show you the difference between pulled candy and one that's not pulled, I'll show you 2 here. You don't have to pull it if you don't want to. The one on the left hasn't been pulled and the one on the right has. So you can see it's a real color change. If you don't want to go through the pulling, just cut that puddle of candy on the cookie sheet into pieces and then wrap it in waxed paper. Wrap it in waxed paper, twist the ends, and you have a nice little piece of taffy. I was pretty happy with the way these turned out. The flavor is very fruity, and it is remarkably like a Starburst candy if you've ever had one. As a matter of fact, it is so similar to a Starburst candy, I might even put it in the title as homemade Starbursts. The texture is a little bit softer than a Starburst taffy. A little bit softer, maybe just a tiny bit too soft. Could be that because I was using a meat thermometer, I didn't quite get it hot enough. And I actually formed one into a little square shape, so you could see how you could package these like homemade Starbursts. Overall, very fruity, nice little treat, really sticky when you're trying to chew it, just like a regular taffy. Hope you give them a try. If you do, let me know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy making your own candy, why don't you give these a try? Homemade lemon gumdrops. So go ahead and click right on your screen or see the link in the About section below the video. Bye-bye.